What's up, you guys? It's your boy Miguel giving you your daily dose of radiation. On today's video, we have something special for the younger, let's say, not younger generation, but the new peeps coming in to our field of radiology. So today's video is how to get into an Xray program, giving you the knowledge you need to set up the career path. This is mainly for those who are intending to apply to a program, those who are just starting their beautiful journey of the education of the college. To give you some knowledge of my credentials and background, I am an Xray Tech. Been one for 2 years, been out the game for a little bit. I will not give you the name of the college or where I went due to, fairness to the said program, because I don't want to get in trouble. But I will give you some tips and some stuff to help you get in. Now, this is mainly for those who are average intelligence, because we know those who are 4.0 people, smart, photographic memory, all them smart peeps, they usually take up the top several slots. Like, let's be honest. Why wouldn't the teacher take someone with perfect 4.0? Most of the time they will get in if they apply. I'm sorry. It's just but there is other variants of how you get in. So this is my advice to you. When I went to school, I applied with a 3.5 GPA. Once again, I'm average intelligence, nothing crazy. I can do it, you could probably do it. In high school, I had a 2.5 GPA. So, once again, my biggest advice is if you're starting and you're just average, little Timmy like I was. So, I knew right away what I was going to do. So, let's say you just started college, okay? So, my biggest advice was see what classes you could take off right off the bat. If your intention is just to do X-rays and that's about it, there's a bunch of stuff you don't really need. So I would start off by, depending on your school, depending on your state, different credentials, different stuff they need for you to be able to apply to your college, to the program, So my biggest advice was they usually have a little sheet if you go on the website of whichever program on the college. It'll tell you these are the prerequisite courses you need. So you can see certain ones you have to take a beginner one, to take another class to ultimately get in the program. So there's different, you have to take one class before you're allowed to take another class. Like, for instance, anatomy. You have to take, I think it's biology. You had to take biology, and then from biology you're allowed to take anatomy, and then you take anatomy too to get into certain courses like that, or English 1, English whatever. Okay, so I would find out what courses your classes need and I would take them. I'm average intelligence. I took 3 classes and then 2 in the summer, so technically I was doing 4. Could you do 4 during the regular semester? If you feel that you can handle the workload, that's good. If not, you can do what I did during the regular semesters. Take the more harder classes, and during the summer leave it for the more easier quote unquote classes. Because usually during the summer they are the fast track classes, which they will kind of just tumble everything onto they'll basically, it's more rapid. Instead of going, where I'm from, 2 weeks, 2 days out of the week, it's 4. Some are even 5, depending, because there's the summer, and then there's the mini, and then there's accelerated mini, which is essentially every 5 days and you knock it out, and it's a lot. So if you can, that's what I would do. So try your very best to get the highest grade possible on all your things. Have your GPA the highest as possible. Because obviously depending on where you go, they have different things. But that is like a big chunk of what they look into is your credentials. It's like, did you do good? Especially in the science courses. Did he do good in those? And did he have to repeat? Did he have to, like several things like that. As long as you do good. I made A's on all my science courses except one of them. I think it was medical terminology. I think I got an 89, which is a B. So technically, as long an A is an A in college, or a B, like on your transcript, like if you made, let's say, well, in the program they use different grading scale, but usually like 100 to like a 90 is considered an A. So even if you made 90s on all of your classes, right, still an A. Compared to if you made 95, 97 perfect grade, like it's still A. Like it's still gonna show the same grade. So as long as you get that 90, you good. It'll show that you just made A, so you good. So I would recommend taking all those courses, reaching out to your teachers and asking if there's anything that can help you to prepare, showing that you actually care about it, you actually want to be in the facility. Other stuff that could help you potentially, I don't know how much it applies because I did not have any of these. Some people take it upon them and they take what is called let me find out the word. They'll take a CNA courses, they'll take other stuff that helps them work, basically working in the hospital, getting general like medical work type deals to show them that you kind of have an understanding of what the area is. So I don't know if that helps, depending on your teacher, if they value that as help or not. I didn't have any going in. There was other people who did, so I don't know how much that helps. Other schools, they'll have like, if you take certain other classes that are more towards your general associate's degree, they will count that. They'll add those into your overall like scoring type thing, but they don't count as much compared to the core science courses that you need to actually get into the program. So those are like, let's say you're not the most smarty pants like I was, those courses help maybe subsidize a little bit your entrance, like overall score could help. So if you're like me, I went out of my way and took all of the like extra courses I could have to maximize the level of points I could have on that part. And then another one, they'll make you, well, at least where I was from, they'll make you take some kind of like reading assessment, so to make sure you're able to understand the medical verbiage that they'll throw you in. So being real with you, I made A's on both of my college courses. Apparently when we did the test, my English, whatever, the way they grade you on those wasn't as high as other people, but I still managed to get in. And other devices, the actual testing, some of them has essays. You can just write and kind of persuade that you actually want to help people, that you actually enjoy this, that you will be, don't be like, oh, I'm just doing it for the money. Most of the time they don't want that. even though that's the truth most of the time. But just keep an open mind that it's not always that. There's been people that I went to school with that had a 4.0 GPA, still didn't get in the program because I guess they weren't an overall fit. They didn't see him as a good candidate to the program. So it's not always about your grades. Not always about the grades. Let's see what else. They have interview. Usually the interview consists of you, almost like a job interview. You'll go in, well, I can't say for every place. Let me focus it. I can't say for every place, but mine, you would go in there. Make sure you get there early because they know that. Pretty sure most places do. You get in there, they'll ask you questions about the program and the overall assessment. Not so much medical assessment, or well, at least where I was from, they didn't. But it was just kind of getting to know you, and if they send you an email with a link to a website and talking about Xray, you best believe you go to that website, you learn everything you can about that. Because if they sent that on the little application or the little link email that congratulations, you've been accepted, or I mean not accepted, but qualified to take the interview, you best believe they're going to ask you something over that. Have a general sense of anatomy and the way you talk. Try to use the more bigger words, well, not like doctor words, but like, the stuff you learn in anatomy courses. Help see verbiage. And where I was from, what they did was they would give you a task that you had to do in front of the teachers that ask you to go into a room to do this, depending on, some of them was to, if you knew what the AP, like basic anatomy was, to graph something or to memorize. Just that, are you able to follow directions? Are you able to understand how stuff works? Just the overall sense of the thing. And then usually, depending on the candidates, they'll pull them in, and then you'll go into another interview with everyone, and then they'll kind of assess from there of why you should get in. Some of them, they'll do the whole group, like everyone in there talking. Other times they'll grab you and all the teachers, and sometimes the program director himself will interview you and give you a little more on one-on-one time. So all depends on how your program does stuff. And then from there, once you're there, you can either get, I think you wait a while, and then it'll tell you, okay, you got accepted, or you are preliminary. You're like, in case someone dropped out, or in case someone didn't come through with their something. I'm not sure what it is, but that kind of gives you hope, but it doesn't mean anything, because certain people will apply to all the programs around your area, and then if they got into the one that's closer to them or it's better for them, then they'll go to there. So sometimes you'll have hope there. I got in it the first time, and I'll go into details of that in another video. And yeah, this has been your boy Miguel. Hope you enjoy your daily dose of radiation, and see you on the next one.